Over the years, we've mentioned many times that there's a Pelediga Rashi. It's in the conversation of the most difficult Rashi of all time. That Peledig. In Masechtas Bava Kama, not that we rank these things, Dav Hey Amud Aleph. So the Gemara over there is discussing the Arba Avis Nezikin, the Shloisha Asar Avis Nezikin, Reb Chia's Esrim V'Arba Avis Nezikin. And at the very, very end of the sugya, the Gemara says that the Arba Avis Nezikin, the number is Lemute, the 13 Avis Nezikin. The 13 Avis Nezikin is Lemute, the 24 Avis Nezikin. But Esrim V'Arba Avis Nezikin Lamute Mai, says the Gemara, Lemuute Moiser U'Mafagel. That a Moiser U'Mafagel you would have thought are included in the Avis Nezikin, Talmud Loimer, they're not. Rashi, Dibra Maschel U'Mafagel says, Kohen sheshachat karboni shel Yisrael. It's talking about a kohen who shechted a carbon of a Yisrael chatas l'shum shlamim, and he was bringing a carbon chatas, and he had in mind that he's bringing a shlamim. The eina carbon oila l'chayvas bailav. The halach is that this carbon is like oila l'bailam l'shem chayva v'tzarich acher, and you have to go ahead and you have to bring another carbon. So Rashi, the great Mefarish, Taichas Mefagel. You want to know what it means to be Mefagel? It means to shech the carbon chatas l'shem shlamim. Freak the Pnei Yeshua, and really everyone asks this kasha, that this Rashi is mirav sinig. You can't say this Rashi with a straight face. How could Rashi taich pigel as chatas l'shem shlamim? Chatas l'shem shlamim is not pigel. It's a machshava shalei l'shma. What's pigel? Chutz l'zmanei, chutz l'mkaimai. What is bothering Rashi? That Rashi was mefaresh the word umefagel chatos l'shum shlamim. Again, v'kama kumas in nishtabru to answer this kasha. But something that we never spoke out on this topic, but jumps off today's daf, that I saw Rebbe Tzal Ranchberg and other Magiyim on the side of Bava Kama Daf Hey and Menachos Daf Mem Tes speak out, is that as much as this Rashi at first glance seems to be a Pella, but at the same time, I think we know where Rashi got his Lashon from. And it's a Mefurish Gemara. It's in Gemara Masechtas Menachos Daf Mem Tes on the base. Let's chazah the Gemara. The Gemara had a discussion of Machlokes Rav Chizda and Rabba whether Akira B'Toris Havi Akira or Akira B'Toris Loi Havi Akira. And Rabba was of the opinion Akira B'Toris Loi Havi Akira. Rabba said, did I ask the kasha on my own shita from the Mishnah? It says Akayanim Shepiglu B'Mikdash, Kehanim that had a Machsheves Pigel in the base HaMikdash Mizidin. If they did it B'Mezeh Chayav, they're going to be Chay. But if they did it B'Shayig Potter, they're going to be Potter. Stating that, we learned in a Braisa that even b'shoigig, where the kohen is potter, he's not chayiv as a mazik, but pigul and pigul, the pigul's going to be chayiv. Hey chidami, said Rabbi, what's the case? Let's read the lashon of the Gemara. Ilema is the case the yada the chatasi, where he knew he was bringing a chatas. V'kam echashiv b'lashum shlamim, but he had in mind to bring a lashum shlamim. Hay shoigig in mezidin ava. Well, if he knows it's a chatas and he has in mind lashum shlamim, he's not a shoigig, he's a mezid. Elolav the kasav shlamim hu. V'kam echashiv b'lashum shlamim, and it was an akira b'toish. That was the Gemara. Rabba is being mefarish the Mishnah of Hakoyhanim shepiglu b'mikdash. And how is Rabba mefarish the Mishnah of Koyhanim shepiglu b'mikdash? It's talking about, in his Havamina, where he's bringing a chatos v'kom mechashav l'shum shlam. Now, chatos v'kom mechashav l'shum shlamim is Koyhanim shepiglu b'mikdash. That's not pigul, that's shaloi l'shma. But what's the pshat? Zok the Heilige Rashi. It means he's bringing a chatas that has a din to eat for a day and a night, and he has in mind to treat it like it's a shlamim where he's going to eat it for 2 days and a night. Meaning, it's not that he's having in mind a shinui kodesh. I'm bringing a chatas and I'm having in mind I'm bringing a shlamim. I'm bringing a chatas and I'm having in mind that I'm going to treat it with the dinim of a shlamim. Instead of having in mind that I'm going to eat it like laila v'yoyim, which is the way you're supposed to eat a chatas, he has in mind shnei yom v'layla achas, which is the way that you're supposed to go ahead and eat a shlamim. That's what it means, chatas l'shum shlamim. But what's the bottom line? Chazal said chatas l'shum shlamim when they were being mefarish the Mishnah Masechtas Gittin Daf Nundala that talks about Kohanim shepiglu b'mikdash. The Bava Kama diga Mishnah pigel. Mezida chayav shoygim p'turim Amar Rabba. Zok Rabba, what's the case where it was chatas l'shum shlamim? No, what it means is not that he had in mind shinin kodesh shlamim. What it means is that he's going to treat the chatas as if it's a shlamim. Rashi over here in Bava Kama Daf Hey Amar Aleph is just quoting the Lashon HaGemara. It's Pashut is what Rashi means. He's quoting a Lashon HaGemara in Masechtas Menachos Daf Mem Tes Amud Aleph. Mefagel. Minyana de Rabchil, Lamute Mai. Lamute Mefagel. What does it mean, Mefagel? We're learning Bava Kama. Mefagel, you have to start explaining to your 8th graders what exactly Mefagel means. You do, by the way. And by the way, if the 8th grader learns is good enough, he's going to go to Kachim Digi Yeshiva, and 10 years later, and he's going to think, Pigalish Shalei Lishma. You can't blame him, because he learned Rashi Bava Kama Dafei Amar Aleph. But the bottom line is, Sok Rashi here in Bava Kama Dafei. That what does it mean, Lamutim Mefagel? Oh, it means, yeah, in Mishnah Dalton, in Gittin Daf Nun Dalid. What is the case of the Mishnah? Sok Teila Rashi, Koyin Sheshachat Karbonish Yisrael, Chatas L'Shum Shlomim, Chatas L'Shum Shlomim, Frank the Pnei Yeshua. This is the hardest Rashi in the world to understand, right? The Lashonis of the Achrayim on this Rashi is a very, very sharp. Right? The lashon of the Pnei Yeshua is, he says, I don't know what was bothering Rashi. I can't for the life of mine understand. Was art Rashi, the regular traditional taich of exactly how this works. But the bottom line is that Rashi was just quoting the lashon HaGemara. He was quoting the Gemara over here in Menachos Daf Memtes Amud Aleph. A Gemara Menachos that also explained Pigel as Chatas L'Shum Shlamim, and it doesn't mean the Shini Kodesh where I'm bringing a Chatas, I'm thinking I'm bringing a Shlamim. It means I'm going to treat the Chatas with the dinim of the Shlamim. Why would Rashi here have chosen to quote the Gemara Menachos Memtes Amud Aleph? It's because the Gemara Memtes Amud Aleph is discussing the same exact mission that Rashi is discussing. That's just a knetch. But the bottom line is, it's discussing the case of a Kehanim Shepigla B'Mikdash. Bottom line is, this Rashi L'Chayra is just a verbatim quote from a Lashon HaGemara in today's daf. When you're not learning Menachos Memtes, you can't appreciate this. But today was the day to speak this out, and the emes is the Rebbe Tzal Ranchberg, the Mitzape Eson, other Gedolei Achrayim make this sushtel l'chayra. This lashon haGemara Menachos Memtes Amud Aleph is the Yishuv Hagun v'Nachon to this very, very shver Rashi Bava Kama Dafei Amud Aleph.